50% tariffs on the European Union from June 1st, and he's moved it all the way to July 9th, I should say.
So the change of heart reportedly came after the president spoke with the president of the European Union Commission Sunday, and she asked for more time to negotiate a trade deal. Meanwhile, though, President Trump has turned his focus to Russia's war on Ukraine, lashing out over Russia's continued attacks on Ukraine. President Trump posting on social media that Vladimir Putin has, quote, gone absolutely crazy. This comes less than a week after the two leaders spoke for 2 hours in an effort to move toward peace negotiations.
I'm not happy with what Putin's doing. He's killing a lot of people. We're in the middle of talking, and he's shooting rockets into Kiev and other cities. I don't like it at all.
Comments came after a deadly Russian drone barrage over the weekend and following a massive prisoner swap between Russia and Ukraine. President Trump also railed against Ukraine's President Vladimir Zelensky's rhetoric, saying, quote, everything out of his mouth causes problems.
All right, first and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rukaha Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who I learned from. Healthy shalom, to for elect, preaching His word in truth and sincerity. To you ribs, you sisters out there learning silence and staying in order, I say to you all, shalom. Man, things are heating up again. You know, these two are hot and cold, you know, tug of war of power, man. But, you know, what the news sees is different than what is actually going on, man. It's actually, really, there is no ceasefire, right? This country, Babylon, aka America, has been at war or conflict since its inception. So you know, it's never gonna be at peace, man. You know, because they're backed by Amalek, the small hats over there in the land of Israel, who dictate, you know, the world, you know, policies, and basically is the puppet master to Babylon. You know, so it don't really matter what you know, the king of Babylon says at the time, because really Amalek is the one running things, right? Which is still Esau, Edom, and so is Putin, right? But we know that Esau is the end of the world. He's the cause of the end of the world, right? But Jacob is the world that follows it, right? Pertaining to Second Ezra's, right? So, you know, we've seen things play out, man. Lord willing, you know, this thing kicks off, man, because we're tired of just, you know, the scrimmages and stuff. We want the full-blown third world. That's what we really want. That's what we're hoping for. While the whole world is, you know, hoping to, you know, progress in life and, you know, make it out of here, make something out of this place, man. We are praying and hoping that this is our last year, man. Right, but we know that the other smaller nations are going to be the ones who bring out this war, like, you know, that started. They're gonna spark the flame in this war, so to speak, to the strength and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. This is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 45. Therefore, hear ye the counsel of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, that he has taken against Babylon, which is here, aka America, right? Babylon is America, not the Catholic Church, as some Christians believe. It says, and his purpose that he has purposed against the land of the Chaldeans, right? That's another Edomite land, right? Because this place is called spiritually Babylon, right? So the land of the Chaldeans is the Edomites' possession. So it's directing this at the Edomites. says, surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Right? The smaller nations, Ukraine, what's it called? France, things of that nature. Syria, what is it called? Ethiopia. Those small powers, right? Because they are powers, will be drawing out the major powers, Russia, right, to go up against the great horde, the great power, Babylon, aka America. So that's what's gonna get it started, right? Because these nations, the smaller nations, are now stronger at the end of times than they were a while back. It's a lot, I'm trying to read this while in traffic. This is Amos 9:13. Behold, the days come, said Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, that the plowman shall overtake the reaper, and the reaper of the grapes, the treader of the grapes, him that soweth seed, and the mountain shall drop sweet wine, and all the hills shall melt. And I will bring again the captivity of my people Israel. Right? So with the crushing power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, crushing all these powers, he will put Israel back in its place. The end of Esau is the beginning of Jacob's kingdom, and that's what we're hoping for. Right? That is the end goal. That's what we all strive. The end of, man. The scripture said, better is the end of something than the beginning thereof, man. And the end of this kingdom will be great because it symbolizes the beginning of ours. They'll be established forever. I'm gonna keep watching and keep praying. Hopefully this thing revs up to the umpteenth power, to 144,000 men are sealed, right? So we get up out of here. Again, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS where I learned from. Shalom to the hopeful elect, preaching His word in truth and in sincerity, right? To the 12 tribes scattered abroad, who we know on this side of the world as the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, right? And to your ribs and to your sisters out there, learning in silence and staying in order. I say to you all, Shalom, and above all, Kwame Shalom. Shalom.